blasting away in his ear. I know the work you're doing is admirable, but really, couldn't you do it in your own room, your own chambre de cachet?
Sorry, Camelot, I did not mean to throw you on your game.
Apologies accepted, but really, my dear chap, don't you ever do anything but run around the round table like a silly bunny rabbit? Beg your pardon, Arthur. But really, have you no hobbies? Don't you ever go fishing? Don't you like to collect things, catch butterflies? Aren't you interested in astronomy or making models out of clay?
No, Pell, I am not.
Ever tried putting a boat into a bottle? Well, Arthur, this is the sort of night you intend to breed. You'll bore history to death. And furthermore, that idea of knights fighting knights is perfectly frightful. God's feet. What's the sense of being a knight if you get killed like everyone else? And I guarantee you, Arthur, the chaps downstairs won't cotton on to this at all.
All new ideas are resisted fairly long. They'll get used to it in time.
Take little ray of sunshine here. Why can't he come home in the evening, hang up his sword and his shield, and frolic a bit, like the other chaps do?
He will in time, Ellie. Be patient. He will.
No, Arthur, I won't. Camelot is quite right. I am irritating. I always will be. All fanatics are for Camelot, and I'm a fanatic. Even as a child, I irritated the other children. I wanted to join in their games, but I knew that I could not. Even then, I was filled with a sense of divine purpose. I'm not saying I enjoy it. All my life, I've locked the world out. And you know, when you lock the world out, you lock yourself in.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Never mind, Ellie. I do. Hey! Hey! Lancelot, the proposals in the proclamation satisfying to you. Is there anything you would like to add?
Oh, of course not. That's perfect. Of course, there are one or two changes I'd like you to consider.
Of course, naturally.
Jenny, it's for you. What are those changes you would like for me to consider?
Oh, it's nothing pressing, Arthur. We can do it tomorrow.
I'd like to hear them now.
I'd rather not. If you'll excuse me.
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening, Letty.
While I was napping, did I miss any improvements in chivalry?
No, Your Majesty. If you'll excuse me.
My lord, when you're arranging things with God tonight, do be sure and give us nice weather tomorrow.
No one could refuse your wish, my lady. Good night, sir. Good night, my lord.
Good night, Lancelot. Good night. Good night. Doesn't take after a responder at all. I knew the old king. Good man. Was a 4-bottle-a-day man. Had a bad attack of liver the last time I saw him. He was as yellow as a buttercup. Horrible.
Jenny, why do you persist on baiting the boy?
Baiting? Not at all. Haven't you heard his latest claim? He says he can perform miracles.
Miracles? What?
Oh, come, both of you. I'm sure it was only a figure of speech.
Nonsense. He announced to the knights as clear as a bell that his purity gave him miraculous powers.
Purity? What?
And I will tell you, clear as a bell, he was referring to his physical prowess, which is vast indeed.
Physical prowess, what? Well, he's challenged the 3 knights to a joust and all. At the tournament, Sagramore, Lionel, and Dinadin, 3 damn strong men.
He's accepted a challenge with 3 all won in the same day?
Wait. Arthur, in all my travels, I've never met anyone like him. Doesn't drink, has no lady, talks to no one but you and God, crammed full of religion, an all-around unpleasant fellow.
Kelly, please tell the Chamberlain the order of jousts tomorrow will be Dinadin, Sagramore, and Lionel.
Very clever. The big chap west. Splendid arrangement. By Jove, yours merrily can hardly wait. What a day. Good evening, men. Good evening, Arthur. The big one last, eh? Mrs. Queen, you're a prince.
A note of thanks from Sir Lionel. I'm allowing him to carry my kerchief tomorrow.
Jenny, I would appreciate if you would withdraw your permission from Sir Lionel.
At this late date, Arthur? It would be rather awkward.
Then let Lancelot wear your kerchief against Sagramore.
I promised it to Sagramore.
Then did it then.
He asked so prettily, I couldn't refuse.
What? This is appalling, Jenny. There's obviously some issues here you've overlooked. It will appear to the court that you are rooting for his downfall, championing Lancelot's defeat.
We don't know he'll be defeated. And besides, he knocked you unconscious and you woke up his bosom friend. Perhaps he'll knock them out too and they'll all take a house by the sea together.
Jenny, at the risk of disappointing all the other knights, I ask you to withdraw permission from all three.
Arthur, I believe you're jealous of the knight's
Jealous?
inheritance.
Jealous? That's absurd. That's rubbish. You know that I am delighted that the court adores you, and I'd be astonished if they didn't, and I trust you as I do God above. They've carried your kerchief hundreds of times in tournaments, and you dragged me off the subject. Will you withdraw your permission?
Only if you command me, as king.
And if I do, will you forgive me?
Never.
And if I ask you as a favor as a husband, will you?
No. The knights are against him, and I quite agree with them. I find him just as overbearing and pretentious as they
That
do.
is not the issue. The issue is your kerchief. Will you withdraw your permission? Can you not stay on the subject?
There's nothing more to be said. If the king wishes me to withdraw permission, let him command me. And yours humbly will graciously obey. What? What?
What? What? Blast! Blast! Blast you, Merlin! Blast you! This is all your fault! You swore that you had taught me everything from A to Z, with nary an omission in between. Well, I shall tell you what. You obviously forgot. That's how a ruler rules a queen! And what of teaching me by turning me to animal and bird, from even to the smallest ball of ink? I should have had a whirl and changing to a girl to learn the way those creatures think. But wasn't there a night on a summer long gone by? We passed a couple wrangling away. And did I not say her, what if that chap were I? And did he not give counsel and say, oh, what was it? Oh yes, by Jove, now I recall. How to handle a woman? There's a way, said the wise old man, a way known by every woman since the whole rigmarole began. Do I flatter her, I beg him answer? Do I threaten or cajole or plead? Do I prove in a gay romance? Said he, smiling, no, indeed. How to handle a woman? Mark me well, I will tell you, sir. The way to handle a woman is to love her. Simply love her. Merely love her. Love her. Love her. What's wrong, Jenny? Where are you these days? What are you thinking? Oh, I don't understand you. No matter. Merlin once told me, never be too disturbed if you don't understand what a woman is thinking. They don't do it often. But what do you